Okay, welcome to Body Parts World. I have just about every body part on the planet represented in common rocks, and I need to explain the selective mineralization process. And it's similar to the Body World tour, where they scrub the tissues and cells of fluids and whatnot, and they inject resin into the cells so we could see through the skin, see the arteries and whatnot. Anyway, the same process happens underground, and it's called selective mineralization. And got a couple of hearts here. Anyway, the initial mechanism is salt, and that preserves the tissue. The three-dimensional aspect is from floating in water. It ended up in a salt marsh where it was pickled in salt and later became quartz. On the way to its deepest burial, it may accumulate other minerals. Here we have some meat, which they slice squarely. The organs were only shaved of their outer layers for some reason, and then they were discarded. The blood is still there on the meat. I guess Sherlock Holmes was right. It's hard to get rid of blood. Anyway, here's some meat. It's hard to tell what cut this is, but pretty much sliced like we would cut up the meat. Here's a little chunk. Here's another one. You could take any color of mineral. Now this liver I found near T-Rex traces. It may or may not have been a coprolite, but it's been tenderized. It wasn't chopped up. The outer layer was taken off, and I think it was dropped because it's too whole here. Anyway, here's a heart with the shear mark of a large tooth shearing the myocardium or muscle tissue. And there's still some left, so this one was obviously dropped. Anyway, here's a common rock. This one's from Northern California, and this one is from nearby. And what we see is a similarity of the cuts due to the ergonomics from feeding from the claw, and their claw going right through this flat spot, came out the top. Anyway, these rocks are probably 800 miles apart from their origin, and they look pretty much the same to me. Anyway, here's a coprolite. Has a tooth mark in the slice. I have found drop slices with the same kind of tooth marks. Still in the coprolite. Some more meat. And this will conclude this clip of body parts.